I am so almost dead. Hey, Fat Sack, can I get 3 XP?
3 XP? Why?
I don't know. Ow! I started this session with 5! I got like 8 more XP through the course of the session, and I end the session with 0!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How?
That means we're doing it right. That means we're spending the XP that you have. You're not just holding on to them for no reason. Gotta use it.
I'm holding on to it for situations like this, you bastard.
That's good, because I'm gonna keep throwing these situations at you.
I love it, by the way. Dude, no joke. Like, to just completely break from everything. I fucking loved that series of failures over and over again where I had to keep spending XP. I loved charging at the enemy. Despite the fact that it very much was, everything is gonna be horrible death. I honestly was tempted to keep the 1, because that would have been hilarious, and you know it.
You're allowed to do whatever you want.
But instead I decided I'm going to try to avoid being horribly slaughtered and dead.
That's fair.
And I kept re-rolling until we got something that actually worked.
That's absolutely fair. I will let you know that I will never just straight up kill your character because of 1 roll. That's never going to be a situation.
Why didn't you tell me that before I used all my XP?
But I'm also not going to make it easy for you to just get out of jail free kind of situation.
Why didn't you tell me that before I spent literally everything?
Because you should have known that, because I explained that to you.
You know, I'm stupid. You should know this. I'm special needs, and the special need that I have is the need to be reminded of very simple things that I should know already.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, just as a reminder, I will never just straight up kill your character by 1 bad roll. Now, a series of bad rolls can definitely screw you over. And I will say that that was definitely a series of bad rolls.
That was so bad! I loved that, though. That was so beautiful and so great. And that's why I had to acknowledge that was the worst, that was the most dumb thing I have ever done. And I did like how the guy agreed and added that it was the dumbest thing he'd seen anyone ever do.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an achievement.
Good. That's good. I'm glad you feel...
A full season of bad rolls!
Go ahead and give yourself 2 XP.
Yay! Yay!
For surviving the Night Stalkers and the Raiders. So, good job. And uncovering the Taurosaur involved somehow. However that happens to play out.
I'm gonna slaughter those Tauros.
Of course you are.
And it's gonna turn out just as good as those Night Stalkers.
Absolutely.
And by that, I mean...
So, Eraser.
So, Zach.
What are some of the things that you liked about today's session? Some of the things that you didn't like about today's session? And some of the things that were like, it was alright.
Honestly, I think overall this was a fairly good session.
Okay.
It was fairly good. Honestly, no, there's not that much. It was just a nice sort of like middle of the road session. It was fairly nice, fairly enjoyable. I like the pacing. I think we've gotten a little bit better at that. Like keeping the pacing going at a stable level. I think you've gotten good work on that. I did really enjoy the sort of horror of just sitting there and waiting as everything is getting slaughtered around us and just hiding from the Night Stalkers. Honestly, if I had to say something I didn't like, I didn't like almost dying. I didn't like those repeated rolls. I did.
That's fair. That's why I try and make sure that you have XP to spend.
I thought you were giving me too much XP. No. You're giving quite enough XP.
Because,
just the right. Just the right.
I know what it's like to be a player stuck in a situation where it's like, this is really bad, and I want to try and like hero it up. But if I miss this thing, or if like one or two of these crucial rolls are missed, then I am suddenly going into like a death spiral, and it's going to take a lot of fudging or straight up DM fiat to get out of this.
Also, I will say, I enjoy doing the crazy heroic stuff where it's very low likelihood of success, and then seeing the failure and how that works out. I've been enjoying getting the opportunity to fail. And I have been taking that opportunity, and I have been running it.
Yes.
Ow.
So yeah, so the way I like to do failure and success is generally on a gradient scale. So like, if you pass, if you hit the target number, then you succeed at what you want to do. But if you go over the target number, then you do a little bit more, or it's a little bit faster, or whatever. And then if you hit like 19 or 20, you get the minor effect, the major effect, like you do normally in the rules as written. But I also do that for the same thing with failure. A failure is not necessarily always like, oh, you were completely screwed. Sometimes
But
it's...
that one would have been.
Not necessarily. One just means you didn't meet the target, and I get to give you a GM intrusion. But GM intrusions aren't always like, I'm going to ruin your day.
That's what...
They're a tool that makes the story more interesting.
Damn it, I should have kept the one. That would have been fun. I would have loved to see what you did for GM intrusion.
That's totally fine. You know, I have ideas for how that goes, but the whole Night Stalkers being introduced was a GM intrusion kind of thing.
GM intrusion in a GM intrusion.
Yeah, and so like that's how I use those sort of tools to try and make the story more interesting.
Now, about that power armor Deathclaw.
Yeah, what about it?
I think this is the perfect time to run into it with Devin.
With you on the brink of death and an entire caravan of people who have little to no means of defending themselves?
Yes.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. No. I think it's a bad idea. Please don't. Please, I beg you. But yeah, no, I mean, this session was very much like... It's not like the best session ever, but there's nothing I can really complain about.
Cool. Yeah. Works for me.
It's a nice, like, sort of goods, middle-of-the-road session.
Dope. Yeah. Power Armor Deathclaw has to be how all three characters meet. That'd be fun.
That would be beautiful.
We'll see. I have ideas of how to do that particular thing. One other thing I want to talk about is I do like you guys watching. If you guys have suggestions or if you have like ideas of where the story's going to go, feel free to just type them out. Feel free to like give suggestions on what Ace should be doing in the situation or stuff like that. Like Kudajo was talking all about this, about all of the, well, maybe you could have done it this way, or had you done it the other way, this may have worked out better. I love that kind of stuff. Super great. Continue to do that. Everyone is welcome to do that as well. It's more fun. It gives us ideas on how to roll with stuff. I can't always directly acknowledge it in chat because I'm talking and trying to run the game and stay focused on all of that. But feel free to continue just giving out suggestions and talking about what the story's like and all of that kind of stuff because it's fun. And this is a story building tool, and this allows us to build that story together, which is kind of the point. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's all those rolls. Oh.
So, that is going to do it for us tonight.
Oh, don't you want to know what my plans are for the next session?
Yeah, I do. But I kind of have an idea of what that's going to be, unless you are deviating from getting to the pass and turning everyone in.
No, I'm gonna drag us off road, and we're gonna go back to Crumb, and it's.
Yeah. Okay.
No. We all know we're going this concrete path.
Yeah. Once we get there, then we can have a discussion to figure out what you're gonna do after that, because I'm sure complications will occur, and then you'll have to figure out what Ace is gonna do from there. Find his lineage leads
Die.
back to a man named Webley Derringer. Absolutely.
Dr. Webley Derringer.
Sex doctor.
Sex doctor. Oh, yeah.
How much screeching does the vehicle make as he pulls it? So the caravan was a Brahmin pulled vehicle. So it was like the back end of a pickup truck. So it had wheels on it, and they survived more or less the firefight. So not much screeching, but they're flat. They also have like tons of water and food, and now like 4 or 5 caravanners laying on top of it.
Yeah. It's slow going.
Yeah.
It's slow going.
Fortunately, the fight itself was more for taking out the Ranger caravan of the truck so that they could take the food supply and all of the other stuff that the Brahmin side had. So it was supposed to be not harmed in that raid. The Brahmin was unfortunately a casualty.
Casualties of war, man.
Yes.
Casualties of war.
Yes. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you, Daily Eraser, for joining me and hanging out. I appreciate it.
Thank you for running.
Yes, absolutely. I want to say next Monday we should be good to do this at a regular time.
You have blessed me with a very short session that's coming up shortly.
Yeah, I know.
I have been blessed.
I know, yes. Everybody, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out Daily Eraser. Go to his channel, give him a follow, say Fatsack says hi. Yeah, we will be back for more Ace Gammagun Monday.
Ooh. Kunitcher just gave me the best idea. Shove tires from an excavator on whatever car I use, since those are solid rubber.
Sure.
So that way it can't go flat.
Yeah, that would work. It just ruins your gas mileage, but yeah.
I mean, if I'm using like a coal powered or like a wood generator, that's not going to be as much of an issue.
Probably. But yeah. So make sure you give Eraser a follow. Eraser and I will be back for more Ace Gammagun Fallout Cypher on Monday. The next time we do Cypher here is going to be on Saturday with Resident Drifter, Miguel Garcia. We're going to be doing more of that. He's been in the tunnels underneath the bridge, the pass, and in the El Paso area, so that'll be fun.
Now, is there a power armor Deathclaw waiting for him underground?
There could be. I don't know. We'll find out.
And I think it'd be a good idea.
He did escape an underground sewage facility being attacked by radioactive mongrels. So
yeah.
So you know.
See, Drifter agrees with me. That's a good idea. See, that was his comment of agreeing with me.
I don't think that's what that is.
He needs to see the power armor Deathclaw next session.
Not quite sure.
Yeah, and a bunch of Cazadors with it.
Yeah.
It's Cazador posse.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, so Saturday we'll be doing another Fallout session, so if you want to see more Fallout, make sure you come back then. Eraser and I and Drifter tomorrow, Thursday, are going to be doing another Cypher session with a superhero setting. We'll be doing that. Eraser's going to be GMing, so that'll be neat and fun.
And it has a name.
What is the name?
Titanic Tropical Tales.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
we're going to the tropics, baby.
That'll be super girth. That'll be super fun. I'm looking forward to that. I built my character. She is super neat. I actually posted a picture of her in my Discord, in the tabletop section.
She's so kawaii.
Yeah, that's the word I would use.
Yeah, Drifter, you're for that, right?
Absolutely.
Just say yes, Drifter. Agree with me, so you can.
And then, of course, I'll keep saying it, but Drifter, Daily Eraser, myself, along with Alornis and Desmar Sama, are also doing Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays. We did our.
And you can see the same level of failure and insanity on the Tuesday game.
Yes, so we do that over on Drifter's channel. So yeah, it's just tabletop all over the place. So much tabletop everywhere. It's redonkulous.
Tabletop.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for tonight. Like I said, thank you, Eraser. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and hanging out. Thanks for all the follows and the hosts. You guys are super cool. You guys are awesome. I will
Maximum follows.
Yes, I will be back here Friday to play some more video games. Probably more Fallout. Probably, because that's just what I do. I've been playing Fallout 3 and Fallout 76 and Fallout Tabletop and Fallout is Life. Fallout is Bay. So yeah.
Damn it, Kuna Joe.
We'll figure that out.
I gave you one job, buddy.
76 on what system? I play on PC.
And remember, if you want to buy me a copy of Fallout 76...
Yes. So, yeah, that's going to do it. We're going to get out of here. Until next time, stay beautiful, stay classy, stay sexy, stay alive. Take care.
Stay radiated.
Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling, just like you always do, till the skies dry, the dark clouds fall away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. I don't know where.